Bark. Heck. Bjork.
Grind.
Yeah, that's when you do something over and over again to win.
Oh yeah. That's.
It's
Yeah, no.
basically the opposite of what Einstein said.
Oh, you were saying grind as in like implying because it's a word that can also be horny.
It's Amy.
So I'm gonna head on back to Kurong and rest because it's the only inn I know of. But holy shit, I may be actually finishing Acelus's scenario tonight, which would be lovely.
Oh, this shit is cool.
Blessed RNG, yeah. Oh yeah, so this game is incomplete in a lot of ways. They cut out the 8th character entirely. There's tons of scenes and dialogue that that got removed, and even more that just didn't get made because they ran out of money. And a lot more that was like
A shame.
kind of like duct taped together. But for some reason, you can see that like things they did before they knew they had budget issues, like making tons of different pre-rendered, tons of different renders of like really cool-looking airships and whatnot. And there's like for each leg of the route from each like unique, one town to another, there's a different airship to give the implication, to like give the impression that there's an intricate and like believable system of air transit in this world. And it's so goofy that they put all that work into such a detail when they started running out of money like really quickly afterward. It's kind of sad in a way.
No, what I was trying to say is that the centrists, I mean, always, whether they're left-leaning or not, they've always been great at mobilizing. They're just terrible at organizing.
Yeah.
They don't get people out there on the streets, and they'll shout and they'll wave placards, and then they'll have no idea after 2 hours just why they're doing it.
Yeah. And organizing and committing to a cause longer than, forgetting about it and then, next year it's, over again and over again and over again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even if you look at, for instance, the Occupy movement, which, again, very center-left,
Yes.
And eventually spiral into...
One part of it, the part that killed it,
is...
the part that killed Occupy was very center-left. The part that came out of Occupy, depressed, and a little threadbare, but more experienced, that was like hard-ass fucking anarchist. Like I learned a lot from tons of anarchists who were there at Occupy. But sorry, that's a digression.
No, I mean my wife came out of it that way. But that was very center-left ideals. That was sort of, it was they were leaning a bit towards sort of zeitgeist, post-leftist, anti-capitalism. They didn't really call themselves socialists; they called themselves anti-capitalists. And even then, you see a whole like very big difference just because they moved a few more gradients to the left. They became far more organized. They became far more committed. It was a persistent movement. It didn't just end when the next hashtag came out. It was actually it was impressive.
Yeah.
It was impressively done.
Oh yeah.
In a way that you don't see that from Bernie's people or from the Democrats at all. So yeah, I would say that while the Occupy movement certainly could be criticized in a lot of ways, it had some legit sort of good stuff as well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of the meritorious qualities of Occupy and I use the concept seriously as a whole, come from the more genuine and anarchistic elements amongst Occupy. As from what I hear tell from one of my older anarchist comrades who I learned a great deal from over a couple of years, and who was there on the ground, is that really the only thing that killed it were the large, incredibly lazy and performative liberal elements there, who consistently worked with cops to sell out anarchists who were there, who did none of the laborious groundwork, none of the delivering resources and food and shit all over the place, and none of the things that the gathering needed to work.
Isn't that
those
why,
elements
David
dragged it
Graeber
down. I think I honestly don't know much about Graeber. I just constantly hear him recommended.
No, but he always like
Ballot
thinks.
for the bullets. And Malcolm X. They talk about the exact same thing in the civil rights movement.
Really? Like that, saying like the exact same shit happened in the civil rights movement. Just performative fucking liberals come there to contribute nothing, get their faces on the camera, and sell out people.
I'm getting some food, and I'll explain it in a second.
I mean, there's a whole ML quote about it, so.
Oh no!
The great white moderate, or whatever he said.
Wolves and foxes. Wolves and foxes. Malcolm X compared to the fascists and the liberals too. Said like the wolf, you know what it's there for, you know what it's there to do. But compared liberals to foxes, well, it'll smile in such a way that even though you see its teeth, you'll think they're smiling. Like oh no!
I mean, they were going to kill MLK anyways, but it's a shame he didn't, it wasn't a year long, because he was starting to do some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Really pushing it, yeah. Oh, fucking CIA.
Oh no! So, I'm glad I finally found it. A Labyrinth of Darkness, you say? Well, fuck me, huh? What's this door then? Alright, I guess not. Alright, so that was red. This one's orange. Did it change colors? Sort of. Let me keep going in the same one and see what happens here. Okay. What about backward?
Sorry for disappearing. My leftover noodles turns out they had been rotting while I was asleep, so I got a
oh no!
full of what used to be chicken.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, not cool. I mean, I got more in the fridge. I could just cook up some more, but I should have refrigerated it. Just.
I guess you didn't hear that. Did you hear that? There people.
Oh, sorry about this. So I didn't hear anything.
Bluetooth.
So terrible.
I hear everything.
Oh, you did? Okay. So you heard them speaking Arab.
Anyway, what was?
Oh, go ahead.
Whoa, ableism much?
Yeah, that little line there is just.
Anyway.
Thanks, localizers.
Point is, what I was trying to say is that
parallax.
The Malcolm X borderlines with the balls. Pretty sure it was that one. It could have been another one of his speeches. He made so many of them, but he talks about how basically all the great civil rights leaders. It was him. It was the Reverend. It was Jesse Jackson. The other one, Al Sharpton. No, that guy. They all sort of got together in a room, and then the liberals showed up, and they said, we're gonna fund you guys. We're gonna give you some cash. We're gonna your efforts. And before you know it, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton became the two big names. And Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, they were sort of, quote unquote, phased out, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm. And it's branding.
That's no coincidence. That is no coincidence.
Yeah.
The liberals, they are collaborators. It's obvious that the United States government killed Malcolm and the Reverend. But, the liberals, they were told basically probably, okay, once we kill these guys, you guys come in, you give some funding to Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, we can reel those guys in, we can tame them, they'll be our houseboys. And suddenly you got fucking NGOs and sort of liberal race baiting, because they do race baiting,
they have ever since the fucking Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
How do you think they got all those fucking Irish and Polish and Italian Americans to join fucking whites-only labor orgs to replace unions and fucking set the working class against themselves? The liberals have been very good at this, for a couple, fucking 100 years now.
And you know, if you look at Jesse Jackson, I remember, or maybe it was Al Sharpton, one of those two. Because again, I can't tell them apart. I'm sorry, they're just two robots. But they talked about how black people were discriminated against for this university. Turns out it was a predominantly Asian community that went to this university. So they were just complaining about how there were a lot of Asians there, who of course also faced a lot of racism.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you have a predominantly black university, the first thing you think is, okay, they have their own sort of sanctuary here. That's pretty good. But Jesse Jackson sort of says, oh well, you know, that only applies to black people, doesn't apply to Asians. You know, he'll exploit anything to
that kind of
funding.
It's just like
So he's
Okay.
that's liberal identity politics for you. Isn't it?
It is. And it's not even like he's a black supremacist or anything, you know. He's not like those guys in Nation of Islam. He's just an asshole who knows how to make a bit of money.
Yeah. Fucking well, D-Lo before D-Lo.
Sorry, my wife, she keeps getting attacked by a fly.
Yeah.
Oh no, fuck that fly. Well, actually, no, I hope that fly
It's always
leaves
important to see
peacefully
them
so
make
that they
liberal
can
identity politics.
eat some sugar water somewhere else. I hate
it's
even
gonna
hurting
die, I'm
bugs.
sorry.
Oh, that's... I understand.
My wife has autoimmune disease. You know, she can get like a full-blown cyst if that thing lands on her. I'm gonna kill it on sight. I'm sorry, I love that.
No, I understand.
Yeah, sorry, fly.
Thunder thrust. But yeah, that sounds honestly exactly like fucking. Have you seen D-Lo Taylor?
Who?
D-Lo Taylor is a currently very prominent, by no coincidence, very prominent activist who is constantly like, "Yo, look how woke Arby's is." Hashtag eat fresh or whatever. I'm like, all right, you gotta chill with this shit. Like,
What?
D-Lo Taylor. D-Lo Taylor is a fucking mess. Very good at the aesthetics of radical liberation politics, but incredibly fucking liberal and capitalist sympathetic, and has had some ravingly transphobic takes in the past.
So, who is this again?
D-Lo Taylor is their name. They're not great. I mean, there's certainly a lot worse, but just this intensely performative cooptation of radical liberation movements they're talking about sounds a lot like them. They're very current. They're like, you know, alive and doing their quote unquote work right now.
Oh, Black August. Isn't that usually? That's his username right now?
No, I think it's.
Oh yes, okay.
No, I think it's D-Lo Taylor. Like.
No, I meant sorry.
D-Lo underscore Taylor.
Whatever. Yeah.
So what the fuck? So I'm back here now. Green ain't where I want to go. Maybe this center door? Oh, this place is terrible.
Hello, what's
Hey! Nice. Oh no.
What's sort of interesting is that, you know, since I'm disabled, I don't relate as much to activists as most people because I'm not allowed to participate. You know, and I get that it has a lot to do with the economy, and the government sort of keeping away from those places on purpose. But still, to me, it feels very abstract.
Yeah, what? Oh, just
makes
activism
sense.
in general, like it's like a distant dream kind of a thing.
I don't get to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get the same feeling a lot. I feel less because of my disability. Like my mental illnesses I can cope with, and I mean problems that I've got with all the problems I've got, I still get in the fucking street with a club in my hand and face down a wall of cops just to try to get it to finish. I've done it and will do it until I get too fucking old and busted to do it. But I don't have the opportunity to because of where I live and my lack of transportation. Like, I'm fucking stuck in the middle of nowhere. And so it feels very, very distant, depressingly so, sometimes.
Yeah. Because you know the same elements of oppression, they still exist around you. It's just that they're not embodied by fascists. They still exist. You can't fight them on your own.
You know, Vince, that's actually really way that the government makes sure that you don't try to become too radical, even though like they can't spy. Oh, they probably do spy on you. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like they can't make sure 24/7 that you're not being radical.
You know, yeah.
Someone who's disabled, someone who's a lumpenproll, someone who's the most downtrodden, has the most potential to become the most radical. So that's why they want to keep you away from that, right?
Oh yeah. I can tell that when they give me the fucking tranquilizers.
I had to confirm.
It doesn't help me.
Weird.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't fix me up. It just makes me tired. You know, it just... Yeah, fuck 'em. I think that's horrible.
Oh no!
Or marijuana.
Oh, I'm getting some Utana
No,
feels
that's
now.
Just took a turn for a second. Yeah, Morelius, they're right.
Yeah. I kind of made a post that it's not entirely relevant to this, but it feels slightly relevant in how it's the same kind of behavior. And it was that guide to how to tell if you're a racist, if you're a liberal. I don't know if you guys saw that one.
You post a link?
Wow, I
yeah,
lost
I
a lot
posted
of
a link
people.
in the Discord.
What the fuck?
I can see if I can post it here. Oh, cool! I actually get to post links here. How cool is that? But yeah, I thought that one was pretty relatable.
What? Did I just lose all of those people? Fucking excuse me? Oh, that sucks. I gotta. Oh wow, that's rough. Ow. I'm sorry, that kind of derailed me. Yikes, Rooney. That's. My team's gone? Is this gonna just be this way for the end of the game? I may have to reload the save state from when I was in that labyrinth and just unequip everybody first. Fucking A. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm doing that. Bloody hell. Didn't even unequip people properly, jeez. I have really valuable fucking stuff on them, too. I mean, loot I won't miss. He's been a fucking burden this whole time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that loot. What a poppycock.
He's alright, actually. I'm just being a shitter because his stats are fucking terrible. Like his deal is that like when he joins you, he's made of glass and contributes nothing, and he's the slowest learner for all skills in the game. But you have to have him around to recruit Thunder, his like giant ripped monster bro.
Sorry if I'm typing a lot of this.
So
that makes sense. I mean, it feels really shallow and exploitative, but it makes sense.
Nope, I don't want that. He's alright, his story's kind of fun. So I'm just looking for the same door I took before.
Yeah, keep going through these doors.
Where's the freaking radish? The talking radish was what I need. It was who I needed, honestly.
Okay.
Because the room with the talking radish, I remember which door to take from there to get the hell out. It's not that, I guess. This?
And I thought pathologic was weird.
Yeah, no, there's a whole world of JRPGs that are incredibly goddamn goofy. Oh.
Yeah.
What about Mario?
Makes no sense.
Mario RPG. That always looked really goofy but fun.
think it's this one.
Yeah,
Super Mario
I'm sorry,
RPG, the original
it's a
one,
bit
was good.
distracted.
The Paper Mario games were the best of them. Because
But I agree with you more or less. But yeah.
Oh, Paper Mario, yeah, I grew up, that was my first game on the Nintendo 64.
it's compatible with hell yeah, we do. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to
I-
play Yoshi on Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
Yoshi?
The platformer one.
Yoshi's Island. No, not Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's
Yoshi.
Story. It's Yoshi's Story. Yoshi's Island was Super Mario World 2 for the SNES, and like the game that Yoshi's Story was styled after. Yoshi's Story
No,
I
but-
love, and it's cute and soft, and it was such a comfy game, and I miss it.
Yeah,
the
but
best game
it could
for-
also be a bit on.
I have to listen to the music of it. Every once in a while I have to listen to the music of Yoshi's Island or whatever.
What's that game called? I forget. It was for the GameCube. It was Super Mario, but you had this sort of water spraying jetpack thing that you could use to clean up.
Oh,
oil
Mario
and stuff.
Mario
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Yeah,
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
yeah. They're,
Well, yeah.
honestly, all the Mario games up till and including Super Mario Galaxy, well,
Yeah,
the big ones,
yeah.
Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy were the highest high points for me among those. I'm not a big fan of all the other Mario games that came in between. Like, they didn't seem really creatively
Galaxy,
ambitious.
I never really had my cup of tea.
A fun fact: thanks to those games, I spoke English before my school had English classes.
Really? That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I-
Oh yeah, yeah.
That reminds me of I had this friend who's from the north of Sweden, and he apparently taught himself English. He had a very heavy accent, but he spoke English pretty well. And it was he was cute as hell.
Aww.